and welcome to the second part of this tutorial. I'm going to exit out. Alright, let's go up here. You see, you can always download XAMPP if you don't have one on your system. Just click on that, and that's it. Just get that downloaded and install it. There's some tutorial on board online on YouTube on how to get it installed. But then once you finish installing it, this is how the control looks like. You make sure you start. Let's assume it's off. I'm going to open it entirely, just start all over. Okay, just click on admin and click on admin here. All right, next you now want to create your database. I already have a database that I intend to use, which is this one, but I'm going to create another one. So you click on database, and I'm going to give it a name. So this very database, I'm going to call it student with an S. Okay, the first one is just student, this one has an S. Then say create, click on create, and here it's asking you what's going to be the name of your table. I'm also going to call that students with an S as well, and how many fields or columns. I have 6. Click on create. Now the first column is going to be known as student ID. Then we have first name, then surname, and I'm going to enter address here. Let's enter right spelling for that, address, and here mobile phone, email. And I'm going to just say this email is going to be voucher, and this one voucher as well. As for the telephone address, is going to be voucher, surname the same, first name, and the ID, I'm just going to leave that as integer. So let's come right here to the right here. If you select this, that means auto increment. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to assign primary key. Click on go. That's going to be my primary key, and the length or the value, I'm going to make that about, let's say 5, and here the value 50 and 50 here, 50 or 80, or make that 100. That's address. I'm going to make this about 12. No, let's make it 11. And here email. Yeah, 50, that will do. And that's it. My database is ready. So I'm going to then click on, if you want to view the SQL, you can always click on that and view the SQL. Okay, if you are good at it, you can even use that in other applications. Now come straight in here where we have save. Click on save. There we go. My database is ready. This is called students with an S. Okay. Now minimize this and let's go straight into my program. This is my program right there, or my project. Double click on the form, and right here where we have public partial class 1, I am going to initialize my database. Let's say string, communicate with the string, that is the name of my object, that is going to be equals server. That equals local server, my local host, column, database, and that is going to be equals students with an S, students, column, UID, and that will be equals the root. That's user ID equals the root. And the password, my password is going to be nothing. So I'm going to say password equals nothing. We'll come right here. There we go. And that is it. My database is now connected, but don't let us assume it's all connected yet. Before I go any further, I now need to grab hold of my database itself. Although I've connected it, I should have go straight into project, click on projects, because I need the database engine itself. So project here, come right here, you see where we have manage NuGet package. Click on that, then click on the browse, then right there enter MySQL. And MySQL that I'm working with, that is it, MySQL dot data. Select that and click on install. You must install that. Okay, click on apply and agree. I accept. And that's it. MySQL is now officially installed in my application. So I'm going to close that. Now back in here, you see where we have all of these objects here. I'm going to import MySQL now. So let's say using MySQL dot data dot MySQL client. There. Now I'm also going to install MySQLX. So let's say MySQLX with an X dots hub. Yeah. All right, that'll be a lowercase. Okay, then that's fine. Okay, so we don't know if this is connected or not. So to do that, I'm just going to play around with the system. Okay, let's see if this is connected. So I'm going to maybe use one of these buttons, or I can just create one. Okay, let's use this. All right, right in there, I'm going to use try cache. That will handle any error that I might run into, just in case. Try cache, and it's actually very helpful to use that we identify whatever error that I may have. All right, and in here I'm just going to say exception. Yeah, there we go. And my error message, let's say message box dot show, and let's enter $sign and just give me and error that call. So it's going to let me know the exact location of my error just in case. And I'm now going to call my object here called ex.message .ex.message and semicolon here. So if there's any error, this body here will tell me what's going on. Now, try cache. So I want it to first of all try as follows. I already have my connection up here. Look at it. So I don't need to call that anymore. I need the name of my connector. Connect strings. So I'm now going to come in here now. Let's say using my SQL connection. So that is known as con. So let's accept that and just paste that in here. And here I want to enter there. instead of double N and just call it Connie. That will do. All right, so let's use statement block. So I'm going to ask it to one.open. No, dot open. This will be uppercase. We call here. All right, get rid of this. Okay. Now I'm going to use an if statement. If connection state equals connection state dot open. Let's say if connection state equals, said it's not. I'm going to just say equals connection state dot open. Then we want a message box to display. So I'm just going to grab all of this on the message box to say something. Connection created successfully, something like that. So come right here and just say connection created successfully. Connection is successful. Successful. Okay. Connection is successful. Else, let's just say connection failed. We'll grab all of this. Connection failed. There we go. All right. So have a good look at my connection tester code from here down here. I believe you guys can see that. I just want to use it to check. So I'm going to click on start. Now, session time. I will click on this button. Let's see. We do have an error. Okay. Unable to connect to any of the MySQL host. At least there's no, it didn't break the system. It just tell me it's unable to connect. So let's see what I've done wrong. Okay. Back here in my code, everything seems right. Let's go up here. Oh dear, look at that. Connection host. That was supposed to be an H. Local host. Okay, local host. So let's try it one more time. Run. There we go. Look at that. See that, guys? That's working fine. All right. That's brilliant. So let's take care of these easy ones before we go into serious programming. Double click on the reset button. Okay, with the reset button, first of all, I'm going to, let's say, dialog results. That is going to be known as iExit. And iExit is meant to display the following message. So iExit that equals message box dot show, and that is going to be, let's say, confirm if you want to exit. That's my first argument. I'm going to enter the second argument. That is just going to be my title, SQL Connect. Argument number 2 int, comma. Argument number 3, that is going to be message box buttons. And I'm just going to select yes or no. That's good. One more argument, and that is going to be the message box. Let's see, message box icon. So let's grab all of an icon. The icon that I want is question mark. There we go. And If I exit equals yes, then if it's equals yes, I want the application not exit. There we go. That's it. That takes care of exit. There. Now let's take care of reset. Double click on reset. With the reset, I just need to say txt. Let's go for this ID dot. Let's say clear. That's for the first one. There. The next txt, first name. You can just say the text equals string dot empty. That's another method. Okay. There's another method to clear. We can use dot text equals there. That's another method. Okay. We have three different ways to clear. So let's say txt address dot clear, txt mobile dot clear, so txt email dot clear. I also have txt reset, no, search dot clear. There we go. All right, so that's my clear function. So you have three different ways to reset. Okay, there's other ways that you can use as well. All right, so let's just move this one elsewhere. Okay, it's all the same. Okay, now we've taken care of that, and I want the system to clear the whole function as soon as it starts. All right, I'm going to go in here. Let's click on form load. When the form load, I want the btn reset button. Okay, that would be underscore click. Okay, open a bracket, sender, comma e. So if there's any data on it, it will first of all clear it for us. There we go. Okay, let's say we enter some data now, just to check if our clear works. Reset, you see that? Click, there we go. Now, I want to show you guys the purpose of this. Look at this, it's just a reset. So I'm going to go in here inside the add new. This is just to show you guys what's happening. Okay, so I'm going to paste that in here. Then let's run it. We have some data in there. If I click on add new, just want to check if it's connected or not. You see, clears and it's telling me it's connected. Okay, that's the purpose of my reset here. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this because I intend to use this. And all of this is just to check if the connector or the connection is working. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of the second part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.